Welcome to Solve It Like a Marketer. I'm Stephen Hobey. Today we're talking about digital marketing strategy, the best approach, and examples, part 3. If you like this video, please subscribe and don't go away. Today in part 3, we'll look at evaluating your existing digital channels, and those are earned, owned, and paid. A better way of describing this process is a digital channel audit. Now, in essence, you need to examine your current channels to see if there's room for improvement. And to do this, you want to look at 3 different types of media: earned, owned, and paid. Let's dive in to see what each of these entails. First up, earned media. Now, earned media is any free media you get for your business or organization. This media is material or content written about your company that you didn't create and that you didn't pay for. It can range from articles and publications, blogs, reviews, or interviews on TV or on social, just to name a few. Earned media is like gold, and you want to try and pursue this avenue as much as possible, especially if you are a smaller business or nonprofit. In your auditing process, you want to take a look at what earned media you've received, and you want to take a look at what was good, what was bad, what the results were, what leads they may have benefited you with. So do an evaluation. Next, you can think about strategies for expanding your earned media opportunities. So maybe this is reaching out to journalists, bloggers, other folks in your industry who might be interested in highlighting your business. Now, always bear in mind that this is free, so it's worth the time and effort. Next up, owned media. So as the name suggests, owned media is any media that your company owns. In other words, it's the media that has your name attached to it or that you created. Your website is a prime example because it's under your own company copyright. This also includes blogs, social media profiles, images you may produce, just to name a few. Now here, you want to analyze your current content and measure how well people are engaging. This process is so important. If you're just churning out content, paying no attention to whether it's successful or not, you're basically wasting time and effort. So figure out what content you're producing that truly resonates with your audience, and then focus on expanding these areas. Remember that your website is the main portal for information. So all of your peripheral content, such as social media posts, should lead people to visit your site. So make sure you use systems like Google Analytics in order to analyze site visits, new versus existing visitors, geographic breakdowns, where they click to find you, what device they use, desktop versus mobile, just for example. Now, this information is invaluable moving forward. Finally, paid. So bear in mind that this option is not for everyone. Some companies and organizations choose to rely on organic promotions, which can work just fine if you spend the time developing. But on the flip side, if you have a budget, paid media can get you results if you implement properly. So paid media includes pushing content out through systems such as Facebook Manager, using Google AdWords, and the like. So here it's very important that you understand the target market you're reaching out to. You need to strike a balance between it not being too broad and likewise not too narrow. So a great methodology is to try tactics such as A/B testing to see what resonates. Allocate a small budget at first for testing and see what works. Also, be sure to monitor closely. You may need to tweak your target parameters as you go, such as age range, demographics, geography, and behavioral characteristics of prospects. Now, this process can be a little overwhelming at first, so start simple. Begin by making a list of your existing content. Create a ranking from best to worst performance. How does this content also measure up to your company goals? For example, if your goal is lead generation, rank your content according to which pieces generated the most leads over a given time period. Again, the idea here is to figure out what's working and what's not so that you can adjust accordingly and plan for the future. Once you've audited your existing channels, you're set to create a content plan for the year. Now, I suggest that you create a spreadsheet that includes all media channels for a 12-month period and a map and mapping out that strategy. So there will be other content that pops up randomly throughout the year, but this plan, this map, will give you a roadmap for success. If you're running specific campaigns, you can include these in your breakdown. If you take the time to document this, the process of evaluation and reflection at the end of the year will be far easier. Trust me, you'll thank me later. So in my next video, part 4, I will be covering the final piece of the puzzle, KPIs and budgeting. So stay tuned. If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. You can also catch me on Instagram and Facebook for extra content and never miss an episode. The links for that are below. I'll see you every week with a new video, so please stay tuned, and together, let's solve it like a marketer.